Good morning, students. I am Rashmi Vishwakarma, Assistant Teacher of Nisangram High School. Today we are going to discuss part 6 video of Is Matter Around Us Pure of class 9th. In this video, we are going to discuss different techniques for separation by chromatography. Chroma in Greek means color. This technique was first used for separation of colors, so this name was given. Chromatography is the technique used for separation of those solutes that dissolves in the same solvent. With the advance in technology, newer techniques of chromatography has been developed. Applications are to separate color in a dye, pigment from natural components. For example, to separate chlorophyll. Okay, this chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B. These components are the natural colors which are separated from this technique. Drug from bloods. Okay, chromatography is used for separations. Okay, so chromatography is done by this process you have seen in the picture. One strip of filter paper is taken. There is one line where small dot is there, which is where we give some spot of ink, and then we take this strip inside a beaker containing water, and then we kept little dipping this paper, and we have to left it for some hour, and then we can easily separate the components in the ink. All right, so this process is known as chromatography, to separate the components in the mixture. All right. Okay, next is the separation by distillation. It is used for separation of components of a mixture containing two miscible liquid. Miscible means easily mixed up components, mixed up liquid. Okay, mixed up solution. Liquid that boils without decomposition means without breaking, and have sufficient difference in their boiling point, have vast difference boiling point, having difference boiling point. Okay, it may be large difference. Okay, so principle: more volatile components, more volatile means easily evaporate, easily vaporized. Okay, more volatile component distilled over first, while less volatile components can be collected afterward. Okay, so from this technique we can easily separate containing two miscible liquid by distillation, and distillation is carried out with the help of this technique. You have seen this picture. In this picture, one burner candle is there, one stain is there, one funicle, one beaker is there, where mixture of acetone and water is present, and the process of distillation is started while heating this liquid. Okay, so easily the liquid which having less boiling point will vaporize at first, and then we can collect this liquid at first, and then it will left behind the less volatile component. And the next, one condenser also there, which is needed to cool down water. All right. So we will get what we will collect water and the other components present in the solution or the mixture. Okay. Next technique is the fractional distillation. All right, which is little bit similar with the distillation, but there is little bit difference. Okay. So what is the difference then? Let's study. It is used in the difference in boiling point. Here also boiling points of the two components should be different. Of constituents is less than 25 degrees Celsius. It should be, the boiling point should be difference with only less than 25 degrees Celsius. Okay. But for distillation there should be vast difference between the boiling point. But in fractional distillation this difference is less, which is less than 25 degrees Celsius. For example, ethyl alcohol 78 degrees Celsius, boiling point of ethyl alcohol is 78 degrees Celsius, and water boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. We can separate ethyl alcohol from water by fractional distillation. All right. So this technique is done by repeated distillation, and condensations are carried out in a fractionaling column. Okay. It contains a long glass tube which is packed with glass beads to increase the cooling surface area. All right. So see this picture. Here also mixers containing one beaker which is heated, and fractionating column is there which containing beaded, and which helps in giving increasing surface area for cooling. One condenser is fitted, and then it is also work in difference in the boiling point, right? So less volatile will vaporized at first, and then which is collected by condensing, and like that another component is collected. All right. So this is the fractional distillation. There is difference between distillation and fractional distillation. You have to remember. All right. Next technique is the separation by crystallization. Okay, this is one of the most important and interesting topic. All right. So the crystallization method is used to purify solid. All right, solid. For example, the salt we get from sea water, okay, can have many impurities in it. To remove these impurities, the process of crystallization is used. Okay. So crystallization is the technique to remove impurities from usable components. Okay, usable components like salt, from sea water. Okay. Crystallization is a process that separates a pure solid in the form of its crystal, okay, from a solution. We can separate easily salt from seawater from this technique. Crystallization technique is better than simple evaporation technique as some solid decompose or some like sugar may get charactered on heating to drying. Some impurities may remain dissolved in the solution even after filtrations. On evaporation, this contaminate the solid. All right. So this is the process how we do crystallization. Okay. So It is the activity which is given in your book. Take some approximately 5 gram of impure salt of copper sulfate in a china dish. Dissolve it in minimum amount of water. Filter the impurities out. Okay. And then next, evaporate water from the copper sulfate solution so as to get a saturated solution. Next, cover the solution with a filter paper and leave it undisturbed at room temperature to cool slowly for a day. And then next, you will obtain the crystal of copper sulfate in china dish. And the next, this process is called crystallization. Alright, how we do crystallization is given in this activity. Okay, next is the applications. Purifications of salt that we get from seawater and separation of crystals of alum pitcairn from impure samples. Okay. So, crystallization process is also used for purifications of water. Okay. Thus, by choosing one of the above method according to the nature of the components of a mixture, we get pure substance. With advance in the technology, many more methods of separations technique have been devised. Inside its drinking water is supplied from waterworks. As follow diagram. A follow diagram of a typical waterwork is shown in the figure 2.13 in your book also. From this figure, write down the process involved to get a supply of drinking water to. Okay, so this process is given and you have to write down in your, it is the classwork or it is your homework. Just see this method and write down this method in your notebook. Alright, so it is used for purifications of water, crystallization. Okay, so thank you so much.